All right, guys, welcome back to the 162 pod. We're actually doing this in English. We were thinking about doing it in Swedish, but we decided to do it in English because our guest today is Samuel, if I pronounce it correct, who's actually one of our new coaches and who's been coaching for about 8 years, if I remember correctly. But CrossFit, you know what, you're going to tell us a little bit about what you've been doing.
Sure. Hey everyone, my name is Sam. I am from Saudi Arabia. I was born and raised there. I started coaching since 8 years ago. I started with regular training, which is like a TRX class or a metabolic other classes that includes weightlifting or spin bikes and the rest. CrossFit, I started since 2016. I started with my level 1. And then other certification came in as well. Precision nutrition, kids CrossFit, and others too.
Cool. So, okay, Sam, so you were born and raised in Saudi Arabia, but your family comes from Eritrea. How come they ended up in Saudi?
Okay, so my dad moved to Saudi Arabia when he was 16-year-old, and my mom moved when she was 18-year-old.
Okay, so they met in Saudi Arabia?
They met in Saudi Arabia. We went out of the country because they went out of the country because of the war. So my dad kind of went out of the country holding a hen so that they would know, okay, this is the kid that we need to take abroad.
Okay, so otherwise he would have been drafted?
I don't know actually how the war was before. I never talked about it before because again my dad went out when he was a kid, but that's when the war started. So again, you would fight for the country. There was no choice. But again, he was only 16-year-old, so he had to move, and he was the eldest of the family. So
so he ended up he managed to get to Saudi Arabia, and what happened there? Did he? So
my dad is my hero. Again, him being 16 in a different country where he doesn't know the language except our language, he built up himself to start speaking in Arabic. And then he started taking English courses so that he would be able to communicate with English-talking people as well. So he started as a driver. We had our ups and lows, but with him taking this decision at a younger age, kind of paved the way for us of where we are now. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So your parents are still living in Saudi Arabia right now and working.
Yeah.
Have they been here to visit you yet?
Yeah, they did. They were here last year, so they were Sweden is super nice. Especially my dad did love the nature here. Yeah. So we would take him to the beach and then straight to the forest, and he would be like, "Oh, Sweden is super nice." But they're still in Saudi. Mom and dad both.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Do they do CrossFit?
Yeah, I wish. I tried to push them, but mom would be like, how can you say, excited for 1 day a month we're talking about. She'd be like, okay, let's do squats. Is this how you showed me? And then the next day she would be super sore and be like, Sam, you pushed me. No. So she would work out again.
Nice. How come you moved to Sweden?
I moved here because my sister already moved here since 4 years ago. Okay. And why not Sweden?
Why not Sweden?
Why not Sweden? Because I do feel like you can get a lot of opportunity here when it comes to studying or an extra field that you want to take in. So.
And you've just started coaching with us for almost a month now,
a month.
So you've been and we wanted to record a pod with you because you have a background with training, which we find extremely interesting and maybe a little different. What we thought, but at the same time, maybe not so different from the community here in Sweden or in other parts of the world within CrossFit. Tell us a little bit about when you started coaching CrossFit in Saudi Arabia.
Like I remember, like I started with the gym when it first opened there. So we were kind of one of the first gym that had a mixture of classes where we had like yoga, Pilates, and like I said, those metabolic classes. So it was like a fancy place that I started in. Compared to CrossFit, box, and then sweat, it's totally a different thing.
So fancy, but what do you mean by that? Was it the clientele that's different, or
the clientele plus us like making sure like the gym were like super clean and flowers everywhere. Lemongrass smell around the gym.
Okay, so not like this.
No, I'm not complaining. I would take this more than that. So yeah, I would choose this.
Okay, and so what was the typical kind of member at the gym? Yeah,
so mostly our aim was for the higher people, so we would get princesses, like royal people, who had like their nannies around with them or so. But we did have those average clienteles as well who worked with computers or in the office for a long time. So they were our regulars.
Okay, so men and women, around there.
Just females. Just females, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So employers were females, same as the clients as well. No males. It was against the law.
It's against the law. Okay. So tell me a little bit about that part. Was it kind of like that? A part of a gym would sort of like break off just for women, or was it gyms that were only for women?
No, it was gyms only for women.
Okay.
Membership only for women and everything, because we did have like some inspections where people would come in, but without that as well, the social there, they already know they're not supposed to combine with the males and anything.
So is that something that kind of evolved from gyms for men, and they started opening up gyms for women, or was it the opposite?
So, like Saudi Arabia already had gyms for males. This was from before, but for females, it started like before 10 years ago. We did have like one gym in the country, but again, it was more of like spa, swimming, just that kind of gym. But then we opened where we were offering different kind of fields, and that's when CrossFit started to come in, and we were like the first CrossFit affiliated gym in Saudi Arabia, and it started with a female gym.
Oh, so female. Okay, so they actually started before the men gyms in CrossFit.
Yes, it was the first female affiliated gym in Saudi Arabia.
Wow.
But again, with the regular gym, it was only for males than for girls.
Okay.
Right?
So how would your clients, your members, how did they sort of find CrossFit?
The ones who were attending, for sure, they liked it. Like once you're in CrossFit, you cannot back out from it. You cannot be like, okay, now I need to go back. Just like before, I used to do yoga. No, you're hooked already from the start. So it depends on what they like. If it's like the gymnastic aspects of it, and then the weightlifting. When they see themselves doing something different, they get super excited. Okay, for the next class. Yeah. So that's how the gyms reacted to CrossFit. But we did have like an outsiders who like would see CrossFit, like people attending CrossFit. We had those girls who would be like, "Oh, do you see her muscles? Like, oh, she looks like a guy." Yeah. It's not feminine. Yeah. But then like eventually everyone starts to change their aspects of being stronger. Like they start they started to think, okay, now I want to be stronger. It's not about the body shape or so.
Yeah. So how would you describe the CrossFit community in Saudi Arabia, or in the Middle East, in any country in the Middle East, or compared to Europe? Is there a difference, or is there?
I think the clienteles that we have here are more aware of sport, or of how to pace themselves, or how to feel in a workout, or if there's something wrong to stop, or to start to push on something. Yeah. Back in Saudi, you have clients who their focus was first, I just want to lose weight and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Or I just booked this class by mistake, so I'll just attend it. I'll just attend it and see what you guys do. Yeah. But we did have people who were motivated to get better and use the opportunity in every class to be better than what they were before.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So is there a big difference now compared to maybe like 10 years ago? Because if I understand you correctly, because I think here in Sweden, for example, in a lot of Nordic European countries and the rest of Europe, is that it's very common to be very active within sports at a very young age in one way or another. And I'm gathering it's not the same way in Saudi, for example. So why do they kind of start? What is the motivation to start train and get take care of your health? Yeah,
if we're going to compare between the clienteles before 10 years ago and now, yes, there's like a huge difference. Starting with the motivation that you get from your family. Before 10 years, if a female would say like, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym, I wanna feel healthy, or I wanna see myself getting better. First thing that most of the family would say, like, it's a waste of money. Why not just like jump around the house, or like fix your diet? Not even fix your diet, just try to eat less, and you're gonna get there. But now it's people like they're aware with their food or like the training, and then again more coaches, better coaches now. So they're around there to help people. So they're more available now than before.
So what is the main reason why one starts training? What is usually about? Is it? You were talking about losing weight, but there's other stuff too. Yeah,
mainly. It was about losing weight, and then some people would be like, I have a pain. Like it starts from an injury. It's like I have a pain on the knee or on the shoulder, and then they would be like, the doctor said, okay, maybe if you lose weight, the knee pain is gonna go away, but it could be like strengthening the muscle itself. It would be better. Shoulders or like injuries, and as well as like losing weight were the first were the first choices that pushes people to go to the gym before.
In many ways the same as it is here, really. But like you said, here I think here in Europe, or in here, especially here in Sweden, is that most people have done sports in one way or other as a child. For example, the training is a part of their life in one way or another.
Yeah.
So what would you say, you were talking about, motivation is a big difference. Are there any kind of other differences witnessed as you start coaching here in Sweden?
Motivation, I did say, and then people being aware of what they're supposed to do or not.
In what way?
Like I said, like them knowing like when to pace or when to push or when to stop.
Yeah.
And self-motivation and commitment. Commitment is a big thing. Again, like I don't want to say like women's are hard, like females are hard when it comes to deciding stuff, but consistency is so hard in some. So when you be like, okay, did you go with the plans that I gave you? It's like, I did only half of it, and then I was tired on the other half, so I kind of not continued with that. So again,
that sounds like me.
I only coached females, so that's one of the main things that we used to get before.
Yeah, but otherwise, it seems as though it's the communities are so much alike wherever you are in the world. And how different maybe the cultures are in general within the different countries, for example, the CrossFit communities are usually very, very similar.
True.
So I got to ask this. So how crazy do your clients get when it comes to the open?
Ooh, super crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah, super crazy. Yeah. They would be like, did you see what did Sam Briggs do?
Oh, so they're really into it.
Yeah,
I mean,
they are.
Yeah,
they are. And we kind of had like somewhat like a movie night, but like the games night where we tend together and then watch the games all together.
Eat popcorn and watch.
Eat popcorn. Everything healthy. Yes, we have to make sure everything healthy.
Eat popcorn, watch the games.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same as wherever you are in the world, I guess.
True.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
What would you say that you have from your experience of coaching in Saudi? What have you brought with you that you can use as a strength when you're coaching here in Sweden?
I feel like being able to read people.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, like I said, like I am a social person. So now I started knowing, maybe this person is not comfortable with that. So, I can give him an alternative. And then trying to explain that they're kind of getting the same workout that the other person is doing with the bar or with the dumbbell.
Yeah.
So me trying to explain the intensity of the workout. Yeah. I feel like I am strong when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So I mean, I'm sure that you've watched other coaches in action here. What is your typical way of coaching compared to other coaches?
It's hard. The coaches here are the best. I would give you that. Yes, they're the best. I think for me, coaching is kind of the same. We make sure the forms are perfect and everyone is like well warmed up and stretched before they start. But maybe the only difference is like I kind of have more sense of humor in the class.
Really?
I don't know. I do feel that because I do know like the clients that we have do come from a long day of work or like being with the kids so giving them a break in the class sometimes is a good thing for me and for them too. So I think people kind of take me nice sometimes, but I have my days where I push people harder too. Yeah.
So you can be pretty relentless.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so right now you're coaching classes here at CrossFit 162 West. Yeah. And you're also starting to do PT.
I started with the PT. I started with 2 clients now booked. Yeah. And you're going to be doing, is that like an intro process, 90-day intro? 90 challenge? Days intro, yeah.
So what is your goal career-wise? I mean, you're starting coaching classes, you're doing PT right now. Yeah. What is it you would like to do here at CrossFit 162 West? What is your vision?
My vision is getting better in the fitness world. Mainly as well to focus on nutrition. I do have the certification, but I never worked with a client about it. It was just checking my own nutrition, but I'm ready to help other clients with that too.
So what kind of, if you look at yourself here, I mean, you've been here for about a month now with us, right? So what would you say, what is it you could offer our community here, and not just here, but within our community outside of the gym? What kind of clients would you be able to work with?
As I start with beginners who are starting with CrossFit, because some people tend to be scared at the beginning. They'll be like, no, I wouldn't be able to lift that like above my head, or I wouldn't be able to achieve that. So I'm here to see people to reach their goals. Yeah. And then when they be like, oh, did I just do that? I want to be in that moment with the clients. So that's my goal, to be here when they achieve something, but mostly like beginners at the beginning. Yeah.
So in what languages can you be coached in?
I can coach in Arabic, in English, But
what about Swedish?
Swedish, we can start.
You're getting there, right?
We can start, yes.
Yeah. So you're doing Swedish classes now. You're learning. You're getting there.
I should start writing on the board first, and then I'll start pronouncing. The only word that I got recently is andfod.
Andfod. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then because I kind of started focusing with the Swedish word, so whenever I try to say like tighten up your stomach, it's even harder to pronounce it right now for me. I started saying tighten up your magen.
Tighten up your magen.
Yeah, and I know it's wrong, but like there is a start there.
Well, we know what you mean. So
Good.
Okay, cool. So what about what is your long-term goal? What is it you would like to career-wise?
Okay, it's kind of crazy and weird, but for sure to open my own gym in the future. And at the same time, to be a hotel manager. So to own my hotel as well at the same time. So it's like gonna be a hotel / gym.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Sam. So thank you very much for talking to us. We're looking forward to getting to know you even better here at CrossFit 162 West.
Good, thank you.
And we wish you all the luck in your future career here and hopefully, at your hotel and gym business in the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. And hopefully to see you in my class.